Hello everyone, my name is Sisna Salima and today I'm going to show you how Indonesia manages their solid waste management issue. Today especially I'm going to take you to a landfill at Setu in Bekasi where the solid waste is managed through a conventional system which is called the open dumping system, and it is not really sustainable. And at the end of the video I'm going to show you ways to be more sustainable by practicing reduce, reuse, recycle, which is practiced at our neighborhood. So I'm currently next to the future road toll and it's only around less than 1 kilometer from the garbage disposal. As you can see, they're leveling the garbages, or they're packing it so it doesn't go too high up. But from here, even from here, I can already smell the garbages. Sorry. Here, for comparison, I'm 150 meters. No, I'm 150 centimeters, and the maximum height for all of these mountains are 20 meters, and these are the final mountains. So they can't get any more garbage than this. But the maximum height is 20 meters, and these are the final products. Oke, selamat pagi Pak. Makasih banget udah ngeluarin waktu untuk wawancara ini. Sebelumnya boleh perkenalan dulu, bapaknya siapa?
Baik, dan terima kasih. Selamat pagi juga. Nama saya Bujo Kalipianto. Di sini saya sebagai Kasubag PU di TPA.
So Pak Pujo told me that around 100 to 200 trucks comes in every day with 4 tons of garbages, and where they stop, that's actually the scale, and they are being weighed right now, and when they go in, they're going into the mountains. This is one of the workers who handles the waste of the trucks coming in every day. He told me that the maximum weight of a truck is 8 tons. Pak Pujo is telling us that the leach water is going to be filtered into 3 stages before it enters the waterway. As for your information, there was a power outage on the day we went here, that's why the machine is not doing anything. But here in the first pool, the leach water is being stored, so it will be transferred into the second pool where it will be filtered. After the filtration, supposedly the water is clean enough and it will be stored in the third pool. After the third pool is going to be released into the waterway. Seeing the condition of these pools, I'm afraid that some of the water might leak and pollute the groundwater. We can see here that there are some excavators and they are actually digging some of the garbage from down to up to make that pyramid-like mountain. And if you look close enough, you can actually see some garbage scavengers. There are apparently 50 working in that area, and they actually live nearby. But you can only see maybe one or a couple here. I am truly concerned about their health conditions because they are exposed to this trash for a long period of time. Though the mountain looks like a lot of trash, it's not all of the trash, and some are actually left in the community. As shown in the picture, some are left next to the road and it will disturb the community. There is actually a case from last year where 1.5 kilometers of this particular river is covered in trash. These pictures are as early as last year. Now you know that the amount of trash is definitely a problem. You're going to want to start practicing reduce, reuse, and recycle. Those who live in developed countries, they might have a system in which they have 3 bins where they can separate their own green waste, their own garbage waste, and their own recycling materials, in which provided by the council. But here in my city, we don't have such system. Therefore, the community in my neighborhood decided to separate their own recycling materials and put it in here. I'll show you now. As we can see here, there are some plastic bottles, there are some cans, there are more plastic bottles. Here are some floors, some cardboard boxes, some glass bottles, and there are some books. And when these reach a certain amount, we're going to sell them, and from that we're going to get money for our community as well as saving the environment. In my house, not only do we separate our recycling materials, but we also practice composting, which results into this, and I'll show you how to make it. So here is how to make compost from kitchen scraps, which you can do at home. First, you're going to have to prepare the composter, which is a bucket, and ideally it will be at least the capacity is 10 liters. It can be more than that, of course, and you're going to have to make some holes around the buckets. These are the holes that you need. You can use drills for this. The holes at the bottom of the bucket and at the sides, like that. And you will also need a starter for your compost. You can buy one. This is one of the brand in Indonesia, but you can also use natural ingredients such as water residue from washing rice or rotten tomatoes. So here we're moving some compost to another composter with a compost starter. And here are some things to note down because these are the ingredients that are allowed to be in a compost and is easy to compose, and these are some ingredients that will take a while, and these are some that is not allowed to be in a compost. Some that are easy are vegetable scraps, eggshells, leaves, and such, and some that will take a while are cotton, seeds from mango, avocado, things, seeds like that, and tissue, hair, and some that aren't allowed to be in it are um, uh, milk, bones, butter, fish skin, because they will smell and invite mouse, which we would not want, and plants with illness because it might be contagious to the next plant, and non-natural fabrics such as nylon and polyester. And here is shown that you have to chop your ingredients so it's easy to compose. So instead of a big chunk of vegetables like that, you're going to want to chop them like that so it's smaller and it will be easier to compose. And bananas as well, rotten bananas. And for tea, you're going to want to separate the tea from the tea bags because tea bags are easy to compose. And for ice cream stick, you're allowed to put it in a compost, but it will take a while to compose. And as you can see, no for bones because it will invite mouse. And in the compost, you're going to need these ingredients to achieve the texture that you would want. So you want your compost to look black and you want it to be moist, and you're going to need the brown materials, the green materials, water, oxygen, and some warmth, which will obviously help. And these are some of the brown materials, and these are some of the green materials. So you're going to want your compost to look like this, to look black, and when you go near it, it will be warm, so you can feel the warmth. And for the eggshells, it's preferable for you to actually destroy it first, and not just like that. But in our house, we don't do it because we're kind of lazy. So this is what you want to see, the black, and it has to be moist. And yeah. Now that you've watched this video and learned about solid waste management, I truly encourage you to take action to save the environment. Thank you.